Vãi đi một con mẹ. Địt con mẹ nó hiểu mẹ nó trông chơi game sao?
Sao thế?
Gặp ai cày vai lồn. Đưa vậy.
Nghiện à?
Nghiện lòi ra lồn.
Nghiện thì
Địt con mẹ nó đưa kiểu gì đây?
cô ra làm miếng thuốc không? Anh có bị nghiện không? Địt mẹ chẳng phải đập cái thằng anh này.
Địt mẹ cái thằng luôn rồi mà.
Khổ thân. Mở nick kia đi.
Vào lồn đâu mà mời.
Lên cho bố mới chơi cái.
Địt mẹ vào thì đéo vào cứ kêu.
Áo đâu rồi?
Chả sau để anh xong.
Đâu?
Treo sau. À đây.
Mời đi vào rồi đấy.
Mời rồi nó vào đéo đâu.
Có hiện lồn đâu?
Sao lại đéo mời được?
Đéo hiện.
Ừ.
Đâu nó bị ác một
Vào đi bảo.
Đã vào hẳn chưa?
Có quá nhiều người chơi cho chế
Không.
này.
Cái đấy là nó 4 người nó thông báo cái đấy.
Mời lại đi.
Từ thoát hết ra cho người nào.
Sao lại phải đi?
Lát.
Lao à?
Cái lồn mày bị làm sao đấy?
Nếu hiểu vô nói cái lồn.
Ý.
Ấn nick ra đi. Nick ra. Mời nick kia chưa?
Rồi.
Thấy cắt đâu?
Bố mời rồi. Nick nó lag rồi, out ra và vào lại mời mọi người được cái này.
mời lại lần nữa đi.
Mời rồi không được thì cứ out ra và vào lại.
Đánh ba đi này, sao không mua mẹ ba đi?
Ai? Áo ra.
Đấy, đánh support. Em không bao giờ đánh support với con này, em chỉ thích đánh support rồi. Em chỉ thích đánh support cho vui thôi.
Em support cho mù. Mua anh nhanh đi không?
Như này phải anh support cho em.
Ôi!
Anh support cho em.
Mẹ cái thằng
Đúng rồi, vào chửi được.
anh Hiếu vào đi.
Có tiếp
Hiếu!
nào ấy?
Vào rồi.
Hả?
À đâu, thế thì mẹ còn ai? Mẹ còn thằng em mày ấy.
Ê! Ôi!
Hả?
Tuyết là ai đấy?
Tuyết là cái con hôm nay mẹ làm Việt Nam thua đấy.
Mẹ con Tuyết.
Sao lại tại con?
Mẹ con Tuyết màu trắng đấy.
À. Bảo thằng em mày vào chưa?
Có rồi. Mời đi.
Mời rồi đấy.
Cái lồn vẫn đéo hiện lên lời mời là cái lồn nào?
Thì mẹ cho nó tạo trận đi.
Đéo hiểu.
Cho nó tạo trận đi xem nào.
Máy thằng này mình sao ấy. Đang còn đéo ấn đấu được cơ, đéo hiểu. Không thể tạo sảnh chờ lúc này vui lòng thử lại sau à, khởi động lại.
Mày đã cho nó ao hẳn cái liên minh ra chưa?
Ao hẳn rồi nó lại.
Đây là bọn nó ấy mà.
Nó vãi lồn. Cái thằng nó review của chúng nó ghép mà. Vãi lồn thế tao chịu ạ. Thử ấy lại, thử để một lúc rồi thoát ra vào lại ấy. Chứ mời mọi người cả mời mày vẫn được mà.
Cho ra bắn PUBG với các thằng Vin.
Mua combo ạ.
Tao mời anh Di vào. Mày thích bắn PUBG hay là đánh lớn lợ?
Cái nào cũng được.
Thế nào cũng được cái nào. Thì mẹ có biết.
Mời lại thử đi xem được không? Mời lại đi. Mời lại nữa. Kêu mời được rồi, mời được rồi, mời được rồi. Rồi.
Ôi!
Trọng lên.
Ấn đi trận đi bạn này.
Chửi chết mẹ này. Cứ phải xanh phải mày để làm thua.
Đi trận đi.
Bấm máy mày.
Bấm rồi.
Có được đâu.
Rõ ràng rồi được xong.
Bây giờ mới được cũng đéo hiểu chơi gì.
Em thấy đáng sợ vãi đồn
Gì?
ngoài kia có một thằng không biết là thằng nào nhưng mà nó chân thối đến mức thì mẹ vừa đi đến cái chỗ đấy cái ngửi thấy luôn.
Mày
Anh còn gửi thế bay bay ở vào phòng này sao?
Ghê vãi lồn ạ.
Hay là mày thối đấy?
Tiếc là em vừa mới đến đây em bị cái mùi.
mẹ tao chẳng nhìn thấy cái lồn.
Nhìn vãi hồn. Chợt vào luôn rồi bay vào đây. Nhưng gửi thế không? Mùi chua. Vượt quan sao có? Có.
Đang quay rồi. Cấm rồi. Đúng rồi.
I smell fear.
Chơi bời cái lồn gì đấy?
Thế anh đang bán khổ lại không?
Thật à?
Bờ say này chơi lồn gì?
Thế kệ con mẹ nó.
Thôi nó về đi bọn em về thôi.
Cái lồn gì đấy?
Chặt đường mà. Chặt đường về luôn.
Thế mẹ đeo nó sớm em ngồi con mẹ phòng ngoài kia ngồi một mình đùa thì con mẹ đùa vãi cả lồn ạ. Ui. Thề luôn ý.
Thế
Gì cặn bao giờ chơi cái hội này nữa.
gánh không? Gánh không?
Đi trận này có gánh không?
Gì cặn chơi nữa.
Thì mẹ ông như vừa rồi thì đéo ai mà chả đi
Gì
về.
cặn chơi nữa.
Mày trận này mày làm bọn anh vui thì bọn anh ở lại mày đến sáng.
Hãm cả rổ lồn. Thì con mẹ lớn rồi, già đầu con mẹ nó hết cả lũ rồi, toàn trên 20 tuổi đầu mà trừ thằng cuội ra thì con mẹ mà hành xử như máu cặn rồi.
Mẹ gì đây?
Thành flyer thằng
Cái thằng Slayer là thằng này đấy buồn sủa luôn thì mẹ cũng đều chọn đây.
Cái đi cái con mẹ mày chơi anh nghỉ.
chửi chết con mẹ ông già đấy, thì con mẹ hãm lồn.
Đến trận đây.
Mày sẽ lâu này.
Thằng
Là thằng Thành chứ là ai?
già nào ấy, thì
Đi
cụ
con
hãm
mẹ
lồn.
mày cái thằng lồn.
Thành Slayer chửi nó tao.
Thì con mẹ
Con
hãm
mẹ
lồn.
thằng lồn nó
Lớn rồi mà hành xử như máu cặn.
Ôi thằng lồn nó mới đeo chọn tướng là đi.
Thì con mẹ thề bao nhiêu tuổi rồi? Thì con mẹ phải đến tầm đầu 3 con mẹ đến nơi rồi con mẹ đùa vãi cả lồn. Ví cặc tin được ạ.
Cái bên
Con
đây.
mẹ mày hai anh em nấu mày chảnh à?
Chảnh gì?
Cái bốc đéo đẹp, đéo hiểu.
Đâu?
Bốc lồn gì?
Địt con mẹ. Cảm thấy đéo đẹp được thì nói hẳn là câu thì con mẹ mày. Gì ấy? Đây cái lồn gì? Slam ăn lồn à? Thôi!
À thôi à?
Mày vẫn lồn!
Hãm vãi
Quá
lồn.
đi em mời chúng nó.
Mẹ hãm ở rổ lồn.
Địt con mẹ
Mảnh
em,
đạch.
mày cái thằng sạch sửa lơ.
Vãi lì.
Thì con mẹ hãm cành cạnh luôn.
Đi bốc thăm cuối năm, tiệc cuối năm ở công ty được mẹ iPhone 8. Ông Dũng nhạc cái địt mẹ được luôn nó sang nó theo mình.
Cho em dùng với.
Ông nào?
Dũng nhạc.
Ông Trung nào được?
Dũng được không anh? Có chị bà Trang ấy.
Làm sao được cái iPhone 8?
Nào?
Ngon mà.
Mẹ người ta đã có tiền rồi còn gì.
Bởi vì người ta không hãm lồn như một số ai đó.
Ít nâng lên.
Hãm vãi lồn.
Lồn mẹ hám.
Con mắt tôi xin không nó.
Mua ơi! Mua!
Ơi, gì đây? Ai gọi đây?
Đi đá không?
Nó địt mẹ nào gọi đây?
Đâu?
Đi đá không? Đi đá không? Đá không?
Đi nghiện à?
Nghiện cái lồn.
Nghiện nó rồi.
Mày đi nghiện à?
Đi đá nghiện.
Đi mẹ mày đá nhiều chẳng nghiện.
Nghiện đài.
Đâu hiểu.
Thôi đi anh mày đi. Đi.
Này,
Đi không?
bố ơi.
Ê,
Mấy thằng
say
già
uống
mẹ.
uống nước yến đấy.
Mẹ em với cái thằng già cứ xử lý cái lồn.
Đi mẹ cũng không già.
Mở cửa ra có thằng già ở đây gọi vào đây.
Nào, thằng già đánh chết con mẹ đi.
Già đánh chết già, mẹ già.
Thằng nào có con là thằng đấy già.
Ông Việt đang ngồi kia kìa. Đang ngồi quầy kìa.
Đâu?
Tao đánh chết các mẹ ông ấy đi.
Anh gọi vào đây.
Thì con mẹ.
Để tí
Thằng đừng thua à? Ai chả thằng anh này gắt quá nhỉ?
Xem em có làm thế nào. Xem ai ủng hộ.
Một số quá.
Thì con mẹ mày đỏ thì con chó ấy nhở?
Sao thằng này bắn súng gì trông nó vui vậy?
Ok á.
Vượt ra.
Có phiêu ra phi kiếm rồi.
Ui. Lâu quá.
Ngon không?
Ai chả thằng em này gắt quá nhỉ?
Gắt quá.
Sau cảm giác thì mẹ 5 phút đợi cái này lâu ấy nhở?
Xong rồi kìa bà đi, chiến đi kìa.
Xong đi cặp.
Mấy phút nữa?
Cặp, đi cặp là cái gì?
À, đánh
Đi
luôn
bằng cái
phiêu
cặp.
ra.
Còn mẹ nào
Mày
thế
đi
nhở?
vào cái cặp của anh cái.
Đi nhớ bằng cái cặp thì đi bằng cái gì?
Đấy gáo thật.
Chỉ đi cho rồi.
Thằng bờ mày nào đánh được đâu.
Em support mà.
Không.
Anh đi giấu à? Em nói thật em đéo đây được không?
Đấy, tao đéo đánh được đâu.
Em support thôi. Mẹ cái thằng già này. Lắc cái đòn này thôi.
Cả phòng mà. Rảnh à. Rảnh à.
Đỡ ra rồi cả em cũng đi ra làm đúng không? Hiểu không?
Rồi không có.
Cái thằng này. Ôi chị đây, nó đâu đâu phải ảo.
Phải phải à?
Cô sai rồi.
Mày đang đi lấy rồi. Bằng cái xoay của cháu này.
Chị con mẹ nào không chấp nhận đây?
Mẹ đừng gửi cái này không Tú. Nó nào nó lại chửi nhau.
À,
Mẹ vợ nó đang đẻ.
anh mô ỏng là gửi cho anh Tú mà.
that lead earlier on.
Đúng rồi, em chỉ định chắc là
Can they
Tú là-
actually put it forward? Haru saying, yeah, the secret message is pulverized to try and get him out of there. Unbreakable Will is there. Devour comes in as the cow's just getting slaughtered right now. Trouble Bubble comes in. Good cannon barrage. And True Shot barrage over the top. The barrage combo as Edge gets a paddle star on top of the tank. Makes him look like not even one of those as Crown takes one. Edge is now trying to claim some lives. Soul grabs it to finish that one up. And there's a Trouble Bubble. This is a two-man damage duo as Soul gets the extra movement speed. The flash forward. That's going to be Rule of falling down. Edge is moving like you wouldn't believe. The double kill, that'll be Baron. And Kongdu Monster, like the sleeping giant, pull out the team.
I
Final
smell
stars
fear.
in impressive fashion. They get the Baron and KSB. They do have vision, but will Raze actually be able to get there? He wants to do the drive-by yet again. Haru says, I'm not going to give you this opportunity. There's now Kongdu Monster. They're looking for the barrels. They're looking for the poke damage as it's not going to be stolen. Haru picks up the Elder Drake and here's the fight. Oh, a massive knockback with the Nar Cube. Always able to get that work done, but Kongdu Monster, have they been able to get the disengage? That's the question. Secret falls down. Core JJ having to run for the hills. Cannon Barrage comes up at just the right time. Raze doesn't get the stretch Armstrong. Low health buzz though, and this could be opportunities for Crown, but for Soul as well. Crown's in trouble. Edge gets forward, doesn't find the passive, but has the Spell Thief on the flash. Gets himself over. In fact, that was his own one. Happy to opt out. Okay. Guardian Angel is proc. Yeah, that's a lot of damage from that True Shot Barrage with 6-item Ezreal. Kongdu Monster still on the offensive.
Of the LCK. They're looking to kill Haru. He's
They're gonna get straight on top of him. He flashes out. Arctic Assault's there, but Trouble Bubble comes through. Battlestar locks him down from edge. Baron for Kongdu Monster.
It's gonna be a freebie. No way to be answered here.
Pop now on cooldown. Ruler has to be a little bit careful. The Battlestars are going to be risky. Okay, ultimate comes down from Haru. Locket comes in, but yeah, no more cell division from Raze, and Roach down to that GA very, very early. Decent knock up from Secret, but now Kongdu Monster have to get their carries out of this fight. We've got time bought, but in goes the big nah. We got the boop into the wall. Double kill comes out for Crown in the meantime.
Burst him down. See Soul here looking to try to take someone on the backside. He's gonna look for Crown. Try and kill him. He does.
Oh, picks it up. And Core JJ's not
on the backside. He's gonna look for Crown. Try and kill him. He does.
Oh, picks it up. And Core JJ's not gonna be able to get the follow through. No one's hanging around. There's now Soul, empowered recall, wants to get himself back to base. What's Soul even gonna be able to do if he gets there as the tongue lash doesn't quite find him? Raze gets in, True Shot Barrage comes down, Haru is taken out, no more turrets, but Rule is gonna die, Juve's gonna die as well, and somehow Soul survives, picks up the triple kill, and we got the game continuing.
They're gonna start rushing up, they're gonna try to end the game now as well. Atlas does a teleport, picking up Core JJ, to try and denying minion waves.
Yep, in goes the Cannon Barrage, wants to find Core JJ, he will. Grey Health is there, but Roach is so sticky with this item build. He's gonna get eaten, but that's not gonna be a great time. Okay, he's got a lot of movement speed. See you later, buddy. That's going to be the ace. Crown does come back up. Those items.
I think they've done it.
He has to try and get there, but in goes Raze. Flash already down from Crown. Look at the damage onto these turrets. He lands the stretch. Armstrong. Raze is going to remain undefeated on the Zac, and the 2-0 for Kongdu Monster over our #1 in the LCK.
Anything can happen in the LCK, confirmed here, even though it's just a regular season match. What it means for Kongdu Monster, who have been so long suffering Atlas, means so much. They've never taken a series off one of the top teams. They do it here. Even Kongdu Monster's season has redemption. They're 2-2 going into the end of the second week. KSB, after dropping and looking sloppy. So you wonder here if with Vladimir locked in, which is left available to be taken into the game plan this
Based team based on how their early game
down. So Camille just wins the side lane. Let's see the smite. Oh, it's on 405. Tough to blame a jungle there. I think the problem is more that they allow him to jump in when the Drake is so low, and then they can't really turn and get him into his passive or something, and then he can't use the smite.
Yeah, burned his flash. Of course, he was still able to get out between that and the ultimate. Cagel utilizing that dematerializer, still has a couple of shots on it. And there's a fight in the jungle here. Joko's going to find Santorin, who hops right over. He's rooted out. Oh, Cagel! He's not going to go for it. No! He's going to get that passive proc and stopwatch his way to freedom.
Yeah, he flashed in for that one just to get the passive here on Joko. Not sure the HK thought that passive was already down, because they didn't get a kill, and that was a flash plus stopwatch used by Cadril. Joko is still around, so is Santorin on top side for now.
Pretty even between these two mid laners. We're looking at where the action was going to happen. Thought it might be up towards the top, but of course the dual lane swapped up there, and now the junglers are getting interested as well. Steal back on this Kog'Maw, just going to be left to solo farm it out, but what are HGK planning in that River Rush?
Recall.
That is most EVs.
And now it is the Rift Hill power being started. The Steelback is stuck under his turret. Needs to catch up in farm. Very defensive build from his side already.
That makes sense too. Playing the Kog'Maw. Yeah, you're on a scaling comp. It's the cornerstone of that.
Just kind of sucks for you when the enemy shows up with the BF sword instead. And of course, Caitlyn in this case will just perma-push waves and trying to get down a turret. Good stop here from Giant's side to not allow the Rift Hill to just die. And I like the teams are being proactive. Still think that flash for Joko in the mid lane, really not worth it, unless Caitlyn was 100% sure there was no passive.
Yeah. It's a little odd. On one hand, it looks like both teams are kind of trying to instead of fully committing, like feeling each other out a little bit, seeing if, oh, you know, maybe I can dive this guy into 1v2, maybe the jungler's there, I'm not so sure. And then you get stuff like that where you're flashing forward under tower.
Ruin is going to town on this bot lane at the moment.
He has such a huge CS advantage over this Camille right now. I'm getting kind of worried for H2K because we saw what he could do yesterday.
Early Ninja Tappy is so effective. SmittyJ doesn't have enough sustain at the moment to deal with the poke. And he's still waiting for enough items to go for the all-in. I love Camille's items right now because what you can do with Sheen and Sterix is so good. It's a good combination in terms of raw damage where the Sheen gets buffed up by the extra base damage from Sterix. The shield helps you a lot. Become a bit of a bruiser. So later on, SmittyJ will be very strong for now. They haven't played around his lane at all.
Ê, nó vào anh ấy, nó vào anh Hiếu ơi. Nó vào.
Definitely not. Even though he's got no Mega Gnar bar, doesn't want to make sure he gives any chance
Không, vừa đấy con mít định vào nhưng mà nó vào.
punish him for moving into the enemy jungle. Now it's 1,000. Excuse me. Yeah, about 1,000 gold lead in favor of H2K. Most of that is off the back of farm difference, the tower first blood advantage. That's about it.
This top lane tower though will take some damage. I feel like every time Sheriff and Promise pushes it in, at least get a few minion hits on it. Against what we talk about with the very defensive build on one side against the BF sword. Now pickaxe, also Caitlyn on the other one.
Yeah, I mean Caitlyn always that perennial lane bully can pretty much shoot you down if you try to get stepped up too close.
She can shut you down.
Yeah,
both ways.
Yeah, Sheriff, he's the one doing the shooting. So that's how that works.
For now.
For the time being. We'll see what happens when Steelback gets big enough.
Steelback's got to
puke on 5 times fast. Well, that is just a little bit less tasteful, I suppose. But now SmittyJ still not confident that he can get the all-in. There's no tower here to fall back to. Ruin's got a low Gnar bar, but he's not going to go diving for it just yet. It does seem like H2K are a little hesitant to pull the trigger here, Deficio. I'm wondering if they're going to fall into the same trap they did yesterday.
They still have plenty of time, in my opinion, to get stuff happening in this game here. Riftel is still an objective they can go for. They can play around the Sheriff lane. We've already talked about how strong the Caitlyn is at the moment. Problem is they're not really getting Pedro out of the mid lane at all. He's trying something now, but Ruin is smart. If you look at the main map, Ruin is already backed away. The moment Pedro went missing, Ruin stepped back. Now he actually went back in, so Pedro might gank him.
Alright, here we go. There's the all-in, but he's bringing a few friends, or at least one. Cage will come in for the assist. Ruin's gonna get the hop-up, flashes out! H2K thought they had him!
Yeah, I thought that was a free kill right there. Ruin was baiting me as well, because he actually backed away. I was like, Ruin is smart, look at this. He's avoiding the gank. He went back in. Started hitting SmittyJ in the face. Almost cost him his life, but just a flash.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he got out of there. It looked like H2K thought they had all the damage tick they needed, and it just wasn't nearly enough. So we're getting closer and closer to 15 minutes into the game, and there isn't a significant gold lead, but Giants looking to change that. In goes Joko, forces the flash out of Cadril. He had that one right off cooldown. That'll be the end of that for now. For all the vision invested by Giants and H2K, there hasn't been as much action.
At the moment, still waiting for SmittyJ to complete his Trinity Force. One of the huge power spikes for him. Sheen is already a great one, just with the way the Q interacts. Now you get all the Sheen and Q procs with each other. But just the fact that HK have not been able to play properly around any side lane has given Giants the early game they kind of were looking for. We also have to remember that Giants stole an Infernal Drake away from HK in a situation where it should have been possible. So they have been able to defend properly. We know the late game is fantastic on this Giant side.
I mean, they've shown so many weapons, right? Like in the first game, Steelback popped off. He's now on a hyper carry Kog'Maw. You capable of doing it. Yesterday, Betsy on the Vygar was deleting people.
Hay Karin có nhiều không?
I mean, yeah, he's on his ear now, but come on, like, we haven't seen this guy play this well in a long time.
It's definitely one of the players we looked at and said, okay, it feels like this is the last split for him to prove himself. Like, he's had enough chances. We've not seen great things from Betsy over the last 2 years consistently. We've seen them. Always, every split, there are a few games where he really stands out on things like Swain or Vladimir.
He's going to have a really good time once that...
The new Swain maybe is going to be something for him. Maybe he's going to hate it because he preferred the old one, we'll see. But I think with Betsy, he's playing really well at the moment and feeling confident here.
Well, Centaur's going to have to walk through the gauntlet of the Sand Soldiers, but unfortunately Betsy runs out of cooldowns. Now Ruin, here's the all-in from SmittyJ. Well, it's not as all-in as we thought. He backs off for a second.
It's going to get worse, though, for Ruin later on. He has to be careful every time SmittyJ goes from Cadril. Looking for gank number 2 in the bottom lane, but at the moment, HK are not really denying any vision. They have no like real safe passage due to very few control wards on the map. There's one or two, sorry, on top side, and most of it otherwise is blue. So it's hard for Cable to go unnoticed to the bottom lane. Seeing as there's wards being placed to try and spot a Rise roam, he's actually spotted now, leaving the mid lane again. So Ruin knows exactly where Cable is on the map.
So this is the thing, H2K, they threw their weight around so much early on, and they had a lot of pressure. But all the vision, ever since this game or so, started to go the way of Giants. For a team that wants to be at least even into the late game where they're going to have all the power. I mean, this is looking so good for this team right now, and H2K have to find a way to shut this down, but it doesn't seem like they're given an opening.
And one good thing in the late game for H2K is Camille ulti to try and keep Steelback or Betsy in place. So that's where the Taric ulti comes in as a great counter. Very easy for Tagama to kind of predict when Smitty J is going in and trying to reach the back line and then pop that Taric ult. Not sure why he's running Ignite. Not really worth it. Could have gone Exhaust in this one, but
just wants to get those kills to finish.
He's young, he's spot thirsty. I'll take it.
He can keep his guys alive, he can get the kills, he protect, and he also attack.
Yeah, of course, there it is.
I get one. Promiscue's doing the same thing, by the way.
Less
young. Just as bloodthirsty.
Yeah, but at least have some kill pressure because they're running a Caitlyn main, right?
That's true. Once that attack speed comes in, he starts stacking up the Winter's Bite.
Also, it works against Zac, so there's some value for him.
Speaking of the item, we are talking about this could be a fight, and Santorin's out. No hesitation there.
In running away.
Yep. And that's quick reaction time.
It's actually amazing how much control Giants have on the map with this pump as well. Like, once again, the minimap is it's control wards from the blue team, not from the red team. They just get not control any side of the map.
And they are trying to find it out, but Joko, he's going to pull in Smitty J, who says, that's just fine, I'll take this fight, throws down the cage. Cage is flashing forward. He's real bloodthirsty here. The passive is popped inside the Dragon Pit. Dragon not been proc just yet, but Targamas and Ruin sniffing around the side. Not going to go for it, so Joko goes down.
Yeah, just when we praise Giants and their control on the map, they decide to go for a blue buff steal, which actually gave H2K a chance to take a fight. Promiscue moved all the way down from base as well. To get a second kill, more or less for nothing. There's very little to gain there on Giant's side by going for that blue buff. That's so good setup with the control wards, and they were just kind of farming.
Okay, steady. Runs in, runs out. Does seem like H2K are getting small windows to act on. Giants kind of sniffing out to see if they can go a little farther, a little deeper. But it is kind of a strange game that we've settled ourselves into here. Low kills despite several attempts. Half-hearted attempts, really, though.
I've seen a few flashes being forced. Let's see the setup again. So they move in to contest the blue buff. Ruin is still in his lane, and Targamas is not here just yet. So it's a fairly easy collapse from H2K, and I think Giants expected H2K to have reset and gone back to base with at least multiple members, which is why they only moved in with 2 to actually take the blue buff.
I feel like Joko expected his team to come fight with him.
I will say though, Joko likes
last week it shouldn't have worked, and then it did.
And then it did, and now he's ganking mid.
Okay, looking for Cajal, tries to find an escape path out. He has got no summoner spells, but he does have a rune prism to throw Joko into. That means Giants can't get any farther.
Flash Rise. Yeah. Could have been a kill for Giants, but there's no ulti from Joko either, so didn't really knock him all the way back. Meanwhile, Sheriff is still trying to do some work top lane. He's been up here for like a good 10 minutes now.
Eternal Lady carry fight. I mean, despite the fact that Steelback's down about 20 CS, it's not really going to matter too much once he keeps on stacking those items that the Ginsu's Rage Blade, of course. And Ruin jumped on. We've seen this movie before. Cajal coming in for cleanup duty. He's picking up his first kill of the game.
Good to see that Cable keeps trying bottom lane. It's what we wanted from the champ to like play around Camille. Let her just destroy this Gnar. 24th is there. Huge spike for Smitty J. The damage will only get better from his side, and Ruin won't be able to stop him 1v1, and definitely won't be able to do anything because Cajal can always move down. Meanwhile, can Giants get control in mid? That is a no, because they've moved Sheriff and Promiscue here on H2K's side, so good map movement here from H2K.
Yeah, nice and reactive. Of course, just building up these advantages slowly. You see some of the gold differences coming in here. It's not huge in that top side, really. The big difference is down in the bot. That's 800 difference. But of course, the Caitlyn, being the lane bully, the one that can pick up the farm a lot faster, always pushing the Kog'Maw back. Where's Joko going on this map here?
Actually got a second turret as well.
Chạy đâu, chạy đâu.
Split push.
Huge gain, yeah. Oh,
Nó flash theo.
killing turrets. I remember when she got released. And you looked at her, and whenever she was in a side lane, first of all, she was obviously completely broken, so you had to like ban her every game. But when she was there, she could kill everyone 1v1, and then she could go to a turret. Just with her Q, probably destroy the turret in like 3-4 seconds.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, nice.
Still a solid duelist too. Although it does look a little bit easier when every single time you throw the cage down, cage rolls TPing in.
Yeah, that makes it a little bit harder for Ruin, but it's always fun.
Fair, 1v2.
We talked a little bit about this last year when Camille was released, and she was a thing, like, the design and the idea around the champion was that she was supposed to be a mix of a split pusher and a team fighter. So she was kind of a hybrid, where she would not beat the best split pushers in the game 1v1, like Fiora as an example in the late game, but she would be better in team fights than things like Fiora. But she wouldn't be as good in team fights as some of these, you know, a Mega Knock that can knock 5 members into a wall. So she's just kind of in the middle between team fight and split push, which is why she's so strong when she gets fed, because then she can actually do both things. Because she's just obviously a little bit too hard to deal with there.
Yeah. It's kind of ironic because that's the definition of balance. In a different way, I suppose.
So don't take the Camille, and then she can't do both things, and she'll have to settle with trying to kill one guy in a team fight, or just be pretty good in split push. If she's fed, she just kind of takes over.
I like how Bruin, though, respecting a little bit on the Camille, not going too deep and trying to take the one-on-one fight because he knows it wasn't going to be. Now Santorin and Smitty J starting off in Fog of War on this Mountain Drake. This time, no chance for Joko to get the steal off. So HK will be able to secure it. This is going to help the split push as well.
Slow and steady in this game. No other objectives on the map other than the top lane tier 1 tower they can look for with Camille, or the mid lane tier 1 on the side of H2K. Meanwhile, Giants are still just waiting. We did say give them 25 minutes, then they want to play League of Legends.
Yeah, checking the watch.
Almost at 20 minutes. Almost at 25. They got 2 items completed, at least on their side.
And they haven't lost too much for that, all things considering. Early on in the game, they played defensively. They started testing the waters. Most of those deaths, just a little bit of disrespect to H2K's counterattack.
I think Cade will try like 5 times to go bot lane, and he had to succeed at least once. And he didn't actually spawn up into the game. They got 2 turrets for it, so that was really good. HK, at this point here, are looking very scary, and I think even if Giants have been falling, that's great. Smitty J is going to be impossible to deal with in the side.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for him. I mean, of course, he's still got a couple of solid items. The Black Cleaver, the Frozen Mallet, the Core is all done, but yeah, he doesn't have to fight against the Camille. Not quite like that before anyways. Now, Cadril unopposed up on the top side. He might be able to do what the Caitlyn could not, finish off this tower. But as I say it, steal back and Targamas. It's like an alarm bell ringing, they come to the rescue.
Let's see bot lane. I think Joko is trying to gank Smitty J.
Okay, here we go, Smitty. He's getting the hop. He does have flash. Is he going to use it? Unstoppable. Cage goes down once again. And he gets attack sweep on. Cage coming in to try and help defend, but he gets pulled in. Smitty J flashes all over the board, and Ruin gets revenge.
Smitty J there actually used a good ulti to buy time, but back and out for Ruin. Came in, used both summoners. That one as well. Giants, 25 minutes. It worked. They just got to kill the first one in the game, and they get to buy even more time. Now Smitty J is dead for another 30 seconds.
That's where we start to see the turnaround happen. I'm wondering if we don't see the same gold grab by the end of this game that we saw against G2 Esports.
Well, we might.
Can we pull that one back up again? I want to see exactly how it worked and if we can track along.
Seeing someone backstage now hating you because already threw it in the trash can. Then we don't get it back now.
Like, oh, but I mean everything's there right now, right? Like it's low kills. Maybe we'll start to see a few more. Sheriff is taken really low on the health bar. Giants.
25 minutes. Oh my
right now. And they don't even
Oh my god.
Well, he's right there. He's got moral support.
Em một combo rồi.
They probably said like multiple members above 1,000.
Ra cho em phải rồi, cho anh gửi rồi.
Is he gonna finally get the tower? No, he gets.
No, the minions.
Makes them do the work.
Actually, the minions will not get it. I think the cannon died.
Wow.
Cadril's on his way back. He's coming back. Look at the camera. Let's show him. This is the wall of shame. Oh, he actually got it. He just got the last.
Rồi, đi tham qua đi. Thôi là một. Thôi.
We're on the side of Ruin. There was only Ninja Tabby as the armor item. So he's kind of like, okay, I can actually like kill you. But now, after Ruin got that kill on board with more time, he's gone back and he's going for Randuins. So now there's suddenly a lot more armor to get through on this Camille. Luckily for SmittyJ, there is lifesteal on his side now, and he's gonna get the Asterix as well we talked about.
Where's Joko? Joko! Okay, he finds the Braum, can't connect the stretching strike on Sharon. Promise Q. Takes a few love taps before he throws down the Unbreakable. Now the Fun Disc is up.
Things are looking very good for Giants at the moment. They have control of mid. They can keep forcing teamfights. Betsy's on 3 items at the moment. They got that Infernal Drake from earlier. And Baron goes down very quick when you have this comp here.
Or they're gonna start this.
You gotta at least put a control ward in there, don't be late.
It's in plain sight too. There we go, clear that vision out. Now the control goes down. The steal up! Oh, no, we can't quite do it. And Santorin is just a hair's breadth too late. Steal back, picking up his first.
Turn the
fight once more onto H2K. Promise Q is unbreakable. But Giants charging down the line. With 5-member on the Baron buff. Minions leading the charge right behind him, and now the siege begins.
The 25-minute comp here from Giants, really showing why. If you just let it sit and scale, it suddenly takes over. Full control of mid lane. They get one engage where they force HK back, and then they rush down Baron just a matter of seconds.
Oh boy.
Smitty is behind right now, but there's 10 seconds on Santorin, so he can't do anything.
They look to die. Promise to Sheriff. He's a little bit low. Of course, Joker to bounce back, but it doesn't matter. Giants really have bounced back after the start this game when they were getting pushed in. The first inhibitor, 28 minutes on the clock. Not going to push their luck and they back out. And Coach Naruto is very happy. Well, I grew up in San Diego, Fiscio. You have to learn Spanish. It's kind of mandatory.
You speak fluent Spanish?
No hablo español.
Well, this is the very rush down, and yes, Santorin technically gets a chance of stealing it away, but it is the winners who write history. The Giants said they wasn't even close, and that it was a clean Baron call from their side.
H2K,
the rest of us did see
H2K and Baron have a very tenuous relationship, it would seem. Yesterday, it was a bad call. This time, it was reacting to a good call that sunk them. Now, it gets even better for Giants right now. There's an Infernal Drake in 35 seconds. They're not in position to take it, but they don't need to be.
Let's go back, look at this game here and see what more HK could have done early on. They had the first gank for Santorin, they gave them a first blood mid, but then almost no investment into control wards in the river meant that Giants actually spotted H2K's roams almost every single time. Ruin managed to stay alive for a lot longer than he should have. Only died once in that side lane to a casual roam. Definitely one of the problems for H2K. They didn't really get the side lanes going.
But now we can see why Joko opted to take the Zac pick, because it's just letting them set up these fights. And now Sheriff, he's nearly gone down to 0, and he's burning away from the pick in. The bloodthirsty support, and now Santorin is going to be next to fall. Cadril might be out, but he is steadily running out of base to get to. And it looks like Giants want to close this one nice and easy. Yesterday, H2K lost in 31 minutes, and it looks like Giants are about to beat that record. Looking for SmittyJ, Ruin hopping around the side, and it's going to be Promise Q pulled back in. Still kill. And Giants, once that go button was pressed, there was no turning back around. Shy of 30 minutes on the clock, they want to clean up. Cadril going for the fountain time. For the swag kill, they're not going to be able to get it in the end. Flashing off, and the game is over. Giants with the win.
Fastest game of the split here from Giants. They legit just didn't want to do anything but 25 minutes with this draft. They fell behind a little bit, but not enough to be in huge trouble. And the moment they got a kill on Smitty in one lane, bought them another 1.5 minutes. We had 25. They pushed up mid, forced a little fight, took a Baron, won the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's bing, bang, boom. It was so easy to watch.